show.
Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that.
It's hashtag Wrestlepals.
There ain't no stopping us now. We celebrate on the floor. Top down, we're ready to go. To all the people across every nation, turn it up and give me some more.
Woo! It's telling me shut up. I need to shut up, right? If this. No, okay. Hey, everybody's just gonna leave him there. You know, I'm fine with this. I'm okay. It's actually a much better look for me. It really is. You know what? Now that the beard's coming in, I don't look that bad. Look at that. I'd almost venture to say shut up.
Yeah?
We look great. You did. Now I do too.
Hey.
Now look at us. But the antihistamine isn't working, is it?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody's hashtag Wrestlepals. Oh, hey, look. We're actual people.
There we are.
I mean, not that Kevin Owens is an actual person. I assume he's an actual person and not just a... Hi, everybody's hashtag Wrestlepals. He is getting top billing. He's... Oh, Christ. Hold on. I'm going to introduce myself first now.
Okay.
You just sit over there. You think about what you did because you know what you just did. Hi, I'm Wrestlepal Nate. I'm angry. That's pretty much it.
Not on the rest.
It's not after what?
We're not on the thing. We're not on Periscope today. Sorry, folks.
Damn it.
I lied!
Hey, I'm angry. It's hashtag Wrestlepal Justin. Look at him. If you're listening and not what? You just got toys and props now, don't you? You got a blue tongue. You got an energy drink of some sort. What kind is it, Justin? I know you want me to ask. I'll ask. What kind of drink do you have there, Justin?
Science!
Is that how it's officially pronounced? Have you asked them?
Yes. I am in talks with science.
You're in talks. You, not the show. You got a sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
Justin, we've seen you work. We like you. Just
Great.
you. Here's a couple free drinks on us. Zions. I tried the Zions.
Good stuff.
It was actually good. I didn't get jittery, but I definitely got the pick-me-up. Now it sounds like we're actually doing a spot. This is great.
Frostberry Blast.
That's...
What'd you think?
Hashtag...
Oh, there it is. The
that-
streak continues.
That's what I think right there. Hashtag Wrestlepal Justin. Hashtag Wrestlepal Nate. Men of Zions.
That's true.
So stupid. I want to hate you for it. But you gave me the blue tongue, so I can hate you for that. So as long as I have something that I can... You don't have to put it out there.
What are you talking about?
Like, it's fine. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
What you talking about?
How's
Willis?
it blue? How'd your tongue get blue?
I had a Jolly Rancher.
Of course. Oh, my God. You, Mr. I ain't having no sugar, no carbs, no nothing. You had a Jolly Rancher. Any particular reason that you had a Jolly Rancher?
Because they're tasty?
Mm-hmm. That's all?
Mm-hmm.
No particular reason? Just decided here as an adult, several years into being an adult, mind you, you've decided you needed to have a Jolly Rancher. You haven't had a Jolly Rancher probably since, I'm going to say probably 17, maybe 18, maybe some weird drinking time like right around 2021. Somebody threw it in a beverage of some sort. Hey, look, this vodka's blue now. Yay. You had a Jolly Rancher.
You know I have kids, right?
You sure about that?
Yeah, very sure.
You sure?
Uh-huh. Kids like Jolly Ranchers.
So you got a good cover. I understand. I get it. Why'd you have a blue Jolly Rancher, Justin?
Because that's all that was left.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Has nothing to do with the fact that, look, I'm going to move straight to the accusations. Liv likes Jolly Ranchers, yes?
Yeah.
Just pure happenstance, coincidence,
Mhm.
no planning, pre-planning in your... how did your kids get those Jolly Ranchers, Justin?
I bought them for them.
You bought them for
the
them.
store,
You
yeah.
bought them, and then... Because I've had candy around your children.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get that candy.
Yeah, why do you think there's only blue ones left?
They don't like the blue ones? What's wrong
Well,
with the
those
blue ones?
are just the ones that are left.
What'd they take?
Everything else.
That's you're not just talking about Jolly Ranchers anymore, are you?
Mm-mm.
No, you're not.
Science.
Science, it's all we have.
Oh, so good.
It is.
What'd you think of the cherry lime?
I liked the. I did not think I would like it because I went through those like weird Diet Cokes and I was like, I'm gonna hate all of these, Ugh. And then I was like, oh, they're all fairly pleasant. Also, I'm the guy that walks out of the movie theater like that was great, no matter what it was.
Right.
I'm very susceptible to any sort of advertising or group mentality. Group think, I'm in. Gather round, everybody. I need you to think for me. It's the best. So yeah, you're a group of one. You sold me on the science. I just need somebody now to tell me that science ain't all that great. And I'll probably be like, you know what, you're right.
You're wrong.
You're wrong?
Let's see. Ellie Cramp. I'm enjoying a Bud Light. Jenny Zill. I've got Zima to go with those Jolly Ranchers.
God damn it. I see you like that one quick.
Like. And John Gordon is giving you the side eye.
Hi, John.
You're ducking him too.
I'm a social media. If it weren't for the show, Justin, I would live under a bridge, an
know.
undisclosed bridge, a covered bridge, deep in the heart of I'm not telling you where.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk to you, John. I got a new job. It's kind of weird. Schedule's a little funky. We'll talk.
Okay.
Justin.
Yeah. Nathan.
This is the point of the show where we usually go into some sort of evergreen topic. But this week's evergreen topic is a bit personal to the both of us.
Yeah.
We went to a show.
Yeah.
And we had Raw was up in Richmond, which is right up the street from us, and we were like, nah, we're good.
Yeah, I don't need anything televised right now.
Yeah, you know what we did? We went to the live show.
Mm-hmm.
And
The Hampton Coliseum.
at the Hampton Coliseum, and it was a good experience. I got to tell you, I liked it a lot better than when we went up to the SmackDown taping up in Richmond there. I think, like I said, I'm the guy that comes out of the movies like, I loved that. That was great. I legitimately feel that way about the live show. We went. We had a nice big group of people, and
This was the best one I've been to.
you think so?
It's the third one I've been to at the Hampton Coliseum.
Uh huh.
And then I went to one in Richmond. So I've been to 4 house shows.
House shows, okay.
Two pre-brand split, 2 post-brand split.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hands down the best one I've been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that include that NXT show you went to? 'Cause that was good for other reasons. We got to see old hashtag Wrestlepals mad at his absolute angriest.
Yes.
And it's permeated for years to come. It's
Yeah.
great. It ain't done.
That doesn't include the NXT one.
Okay.
But I think this one may be better than the NXT one. It's insane.
Wait a minute. Was that the NXT one where you first saw Liv Morgan?
I saw her live, yeah. And
You saw her what?
completely change my outlook on her. I've been in Liv ever since.
Yeah. It's almost like, oh, they don't hire garbage. Everybody here's pretty goddamn amazing. Cool.
Well, you didn't get to see it much from her. She wasn't on television that much.
But, I mean, even NXT at that time was still hard to get some time on, man.
Yeah.
It's an hour produced, nice and tight, and they do involve deep storylines and skits and stuff, man. It's a packed show. So even if you're the main roster of NXT, getting airtime ain't the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah. Before we delve into the full live show experience,
Uh-huh.
we're not just talking about Hampton today, the show that we went to. If you've been to a live show and you want to share your experiences at a live show, please do. We are going to share some photos and tweets and stuff from the show.
Oh God.
What?
Nothing. I'm sorry. That was internal monologue. I didn't mean for that to come out.
Oh.
Yeah.
And apparently I can't I don't know what's going on here. It
You got
happened.
hiccups? You want me to scare
No,
you?
on my way down today.
Are you seizing?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Something's going on with my throat. I can't clear it. See, listen.
I know what that is. You got a bent throat.
Got a bent throat. The throat is bent.
Mm.
The throat is bent. What do you mean? What do I mean? The throat is bent.
I'll feed you the lines. What do you mean?
Got a bent throat.
Okay. It's a joke for nobody.
Yeah. Jenny, NXT is only an hour. I might have to start checking that out. Monday Night Raw is like watching Lord of the Rings. Ugh.
It's a little more fanciful though.
Oh my God! Yeah, you know
More orcs and ogres
what?
and stuff,
Ellie-
castles and things.
Ellie did work magic today.
What?
I didn't even think about it until I was working. I was hanging out with my brother,
Mhm.
and when I was leaving his house, I looked down at my phone and I had like 12 notifications on the Twitter machine. I was like, "What's going on here?" Oh my God! Nathan has tweeted.
What?
Yeah, Ellie tweeted at you, and
No
you
way.
tweeted back.
No way.
Get real.
God damn it, Justin.
And yes, we did see Finn Balor up close and personal.
Mm-hmm. You were far closer. I feel I was at a safe distance where I escaped. Escaped.
Escaped.
Yeah. Speaking of escaping,
Oh my
the man's
God!
very escaped.
Manscaped.
How is the beard so full yet the body so hairless? It's amazing. It's a lot of work. You think the paint's a lot of work? Jesus.
So we get there literally just in time for the leader of worlds. If we
Okay.
would have been any later, I would have been really upset
Mm-hmm.
because we came through the door
Mm-hmm.
as Matt Hardy's music started playing.
Yes.
So by the time we get seated, they're in the ring.
Mm-hmm. It was, and you know, it was actually a very quick process getting in there.
Yeah,
I was
totally.
very surprised at how fast it was, which is good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, another big thing about going to the house, and I feel like this whole segment is pretty much an endorsement of, holy hell, you can have a great time at a house show. You don't need to wait for a Raw or SmackDown, especially if you're a little further out. If you're not in an A town or a B town or even a C town, you're never going to get those big shows coming through there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pass up a house show. Don't think it's garbage. It's not going to mean
No,
anything.
it's great.
Yeah, you know what else doesn't mean anything? Any other show you go to, but
Mhm.
it's entertaining. So you're able to suspend disbelief. You're able to stop the storylines and go and see these larger-than-life characters and these amazing individuals and these outstanding athletes do amazing stuff. And the beauty of the house show, I think they're just having fun.
Oh yeah, totally.
Hey, and I don't mean like they're having fun, Maggle kind of fun. I mean like, hey, we're gonna dick around.
Well, like, and we'll get to Ziggler, but Ziggler definitely chatting back and forth with the audience.
You yell at you again this time?
No, not me.
Not you.
Not me.
Hmm.
Another thing
Puts
I
them on
wanted
the pay no
wanted
mind list. Here we go.
I wanted to pay
Go ahead, sir.
the crowd livelier,
Yes.
bigger.
Yeah, it was surprisingly large.
WWE, well, wrestling in general is on the uptick again,
Definitely.
and which means WWE is the biggest game in town. That means WWE shows the houses are going to be bigger. I mean, I'm sure there's definitely towns where it's still not hopping,
Right.
but for a Sunday show, just regular live event.
And on a Memorial Day weekend too.
On a
This is a lot of
Memorial Day
time when
weekend.
people travel, and people don't necessarily end up coming to Hampton.
Yeah.
They pass through on the way to Virginia Beach and skip the show because they're going to the beach. They got the cookouts and stuff. So this seemed like a weekend that I don't know if that plays into attendance or hurts attendance, but it was well attended.
Yeah, and everybody had fun.
Mhm.
And nope, there wasn't. I don't recall any really garbage chants.
No, you know what? Everybody seemed to. You know what? I only had one ghoulish moment.
Oh yeah.
Not me personally, but it was like a women's 4-way match. Had Sasha, Bailey, Alexa, and Nia. Fantastic, right?
Right.
And we'll have to go through the various pops of the night, which is very telling and interesting.
Uh-huh.
One ghoul had to comment on Bailey's butt, and
Of course.
it's like, you know what? And but I was willing to. There's a certain level of ghoulishness I'm willing to not necessarily tolerate, but I'll deal with it and I'll be okay, and it won't make me go, these ghouls. But no, it was just like, come on, dude. And I get the vibe from everyone around in the crowd was like, cool, man. I'm glad you enjoy that. So, back to the show. But even before we get in there, what an amazing just data-rich research study watching the individual stream in there. I was kind of glad that we didn't go into the last minute because we got to see the crowd kind of stream in.
Mm-hmm.
And holy hell, wide array of people.
Yeah.
A crazy, like every demographic you could ever think of. I mean, you look at the product, you think, all right, this is going to be the 28 to 35-year-old white dude basement dwellers. Nah, man, this was a rich and cultured experience, and they all spent a ton of money.
Yeah.
Dude. I think we accidentally started a game because bell time was like 7-ish,
Ish.
and we got in there like 6:50, 6:55, right around there. So we had a good 40 minutes out front where we're watching these people go by, and we just started like counting the shirts.
Well, yeah, I like to do that, just to see who's popular, among the people we're going to be watching with, among our peers.
Because the biggest motivator in all of this, hate to say, money.
Mm-hmm.
So
Who's pushing the most merch?
Who's earned the spot to get their stuff placed prominently for sale, and what's moving? Because that's gonna be who they're gonna put more faith and money behind in order to make more money in the future. And dude, the interesting part was definitely watching the people come in. Because I got to tell you, the merch table in there was packed the entire time. You could get to concessions, no problem. You could get to the beer thing, no problem. The bathrooms are okay.
Yeah.
Merch all the way back into the stadium,
Yeah.
constantly through the entire show. But the interesting part of watching the people come in, this is stuff people already had.
Yes.
They ordered it and they got it, or they got it at the last event. And they were excited to be. I know. They were excited to be. It's always right. Excited to be wearing it to that next show. They had been holding on to it. This is already spent money before the event even starts. Tickets are spent money. Tickets are earned money already. This is merch that's already been paid for. So that's money that's already been. This is all money that's exists before the event has even started. And then they do nothing but make money the entire time.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So two things off the top, surprising in the, I don't want to say necessarily negative, but one in the positive for sure, and one in the, okay, I didn't expect that. Only like a handful of Bullet Club shirts.
There were a few.
There was a few.
And they seemed it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you expect a ton.
What
There
I did,
wasn't that many.
what I did enjoy of those few that we saw, because by all means support them. Fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe not the place for it here. Okay,
I get
cool.
what they're trying to do.
But the fact that one of them was the American Nightmare Cody, I'm okay with that. And Young
Somebody
Bucks
was
merch. The Young Bucks merch.
The Stephen Amell one, too.
Really?
I forget what it is. It's Superhero Club or what? Vigilante Club.
Oh,
Yes,
fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
there was one of those, and then also a low number of Roman Reigns shirts. There was like 3 or 4.
I
Not many.
know. And this was a show.
And he wasn't there.
This was a show that he could have been on.
Yeah.
Because it was the Raw branding.
I think it's finally happening. He got booed. Like, he wasn't there,
Right.
but he showed up on the screen and he got booed. And like I said, this crowd was good. Like, they
weren't snarky garbage.
right.
They were there to have a good time,
Yeah.
Maggle.
So it was shocking to not see a ton of I think the tide is finally turning on that. Like,
There's still a ton of. It looked like the biggest thing that they were pushing was Cena merchandise, because that's still the number one thing. And I was surprised by the amount of. I think the biggest surprise of the night, the one was like, wow, that's a lot of stuff getting sold and getting worn. Seth Rollins stuff.
yes.
All ages too. Like you're seeing young kids wearing it. We're seeing adults, and we're seeing the parents, and they're all kind of behind it.
Yep.
It's
Super over.
as much as you think you could watch the show and think, wow, he's really connecting. Nothing proves that point more than seeing a ton of shirts on a ton of different people.
Yep.
It's like I almost think we saw as many Dean Ambrose shirts as we saw like Roman Reigns shirts.
Yeah, there was.
Which is fun seeing the logos like all together, like
Yeah.
a Dean Ambrose and a Seth Rollins and a Roman Reigns. It's like, oh, look at that. They all have a weird kind of half-assed idea coming out of the Shield into some kind of unified branding. Interesting.
The one that I was impressed with, and I think you'll agree with me, and I think maybe
Usually.
the most shirts, Ronda Rousey.
That was crazy.
There was a ton of Rousey shirts.
Like, I think we both went. I mean, this was my feeling going into Mania for the first match of hers. Is like, ooh, all right, you know what? They have a celebrity match. It's not that big of a deal. It's not going to be a total loss. I mean, can they lose anything out of this? Not really. You know what? They get some notoriety. This is the match they put on to get the notoriety, and then it was great, and everybody was like, "That was really good! Yay!" It's got the amazing crossover appeal, and bringing in a lot of new eyes, which a lot of it is apparently turning into money.
Yes.
So damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have been pleasantly surprised by everything she's done. They haven't had her do a whole lot,
No,
but
not yet.
the way they're portraying her, she's not the entitled. They've gone out of their way to have her not be the entitled one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm humble, but also I'm a brigand destroyer.
Yeah.
And it's a little hackneyed how they're getting into the match. But I'm sorry, it's not the best actor. Well, it's besides the point. It's at a big event thing where they just said, "Beat it, NBC."
I'm sure
Fox has given us $1 billion.
I'm sure we'll have
I'm scattered.
time to talk about recap stuff. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
get
know,
into that.
I know,
But
I know.
it was nice to see so much Ronda stuff again.
You were
other
seeing
than
the
Rollins,
movement because I almost feel like that's where the groundswell of a movement begins as far as popularity goes. It's like, hey, they're moving a lot of shirts. Well, let's put more into that merch. Hey, they're moving a lot more shirts. There could be a reason why. Cool, we need to feature this person so we can sell a ton of shirts.
Let's put this person in the main event of WrestleMania.
Hey, could be amazing, right?
Just saying.
Yeah.
But
But
you want Roman out.
something else I was remarkably surprised by. I don't know if you were saving this one. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm stealing some thunder. Dude, something we've kind of been like, meh, to in the past. Lots and lots of belts.
Lots of belts.
Lots of belts. Dude,
Lots of belts.
like, we're not even talking about, like, the kid toy belts.
Oh, there was an adult wearing
It's an adult.
like on the shoulder too. Like
yeah.
I'm the
We're
universal
doing the thing
champ.
where I'm grabbing the strap and throwing it over the back because
Yeah.
it's cool. It's a backpack. I'm 5. But there was a lot of dudes that were just like, nope, I don't care. Got a belt. I got 2. I got 3. Look at
Yeah,
this.
one guy had like 5.
I saw one
Just
dude who
carrying
was
them
like
this.
carrying around the like Raw Women's Championship. I don't know if he was holding it for the lady who went into the bathroom or something, but I was like, that's a good looking belt.
See, that was the cool thing though. There
Yeah.
was a lot of women's championships, a lot of girls and women with women's championships. That's the movement. That makes me happy.
Yes, that's legitimacy.
That's real fandom.
Mhm.
That means they're not just this girl's kind of cool.
I mean, you could look at it dastardly, like, aha, we found a way to get into another market and take more money, and force children to force their parents into forcing them to give us forced money.
Yeah.
No.
You could look at it that way. Or
Hey, it's a business. We're trying to make some money here.
yeah.
You like it? Cool. More. Here's more.
But again, the more
Yay,
people,
we're altruistic.
the more women that get behind the women's division, the more time the women get.
Yeah.
And right now, the women, at least on Raw for sure, the women are the best thing on the show.
It's pretty great. Because
of the
they
wonderful
have
things
that
they do.
long. What's that?
Because of the wonderful things they do.
Yes. Gotta give. You know what? Gotta give credit to a lot of that. Sasha, fantastic. Bailey, fantastic. Ruby Riot's been the shot in the arm for that division.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, I have a unique look. I have unique movesets. I have a unique personality, and it's great. Now I will be the foil for all of these people.
Plus, I have a team.
Does she?
Mhm.
I have no idea who they are.
Squad.
Ah, Christ. And show the people your tongue again. Do it.
Excuse you?
Do it. Show the people your tongue. Do it. Do it. I prefer the Palpatine. Thank you. I know you have a soft spot for. Okay.
Is
What
that
do
what
you
you were after?
Oh, Christ Almighty.
Hashtag commitment.
Do you like the Liv Morgan? Do you,
Yeah, you could say that.
Justin?
Mhm.
Were you sad?
Yes.
Okay.
I was very sad. It's the only thing that would have made the show better, as a matter of fact.
Oh, you want to spoil that early? I was saving that for the grand finale.
Okay, fine. We'll wait.
Okay.
But while we're on the topic of commitment,
Liv is patient. Liv is kind. Liv is I don't know.
this is
I don't know, dude.
Ellie's commitment.
Okay.
that she sent to me earlier, in case you want to see Finn's chiseled bod up close.
Well, I'm glad that the internet is like probably the most clicked thing on the phone. Is right over the I'm gonna say area.
His area.
There's just some commitment right there. No one can see big giant Lars Sullivan head. It's the best. He's
no berserker.
well, not yet. I haven't had to repackage him yet.
Oh man.
He's just big giant Colorado dude.
So
To which Vader's like, so I didn't have to wear the mask of the giant thing. I could have just been big giant Colorado. F me.
So we had, we saw all the shirts, we saw all the belts, we saw people again, like just fired up.
Did
Ready for the show.
you have a favorite person that you saw there?
I heard that. I don't know.
I have a favorite
You
person. I
clearly
saw
have
there.
somebody in mind.
No. My favorite person.
I was twinsies with Jenny.
Yes, y'all were wearing your Brizongo shirts. And first of all, we went deep into deconstructing the design of the Brizongo shirt, the Fashion Patrol. It's like, what are these numbers down at the bottom? I don't know. Probably just some random numbers. I search them. It's like fucking I don't know, fashion. They were
Those
fashion
people.
Fashion people birthdays. Damn it. Is Dolce and Gabbana 2 people? I think so. I don't know. I knew it, and as soon as I went to say it, it was
Yep.
gone. But my favorite person,
Uh-huh.
besides you, Jenny, and Lauren, and Matt, and not Chris, who couldn't go because he couldn't get a babysitter. There's one kid waiting in the line to get checked in.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and I was like, that kid's the best kid here. The best person here.
Yeah?
Looked to be about somewhere between 12 and 14.
Okay.
Slight young little bean pole kid. This sounds terrible. Sounds like I'm just describing like
Chanel and Versace.
there you go. Those are people I should know. It's not like I just never mind. No one needs to know what I just finished watching. Kid had a ref
Watching
shirt on.
Drag Race?
Yeah, RuPaul's season 7. But, surprise to the winner. Crazy. It's the closest thing to wrestling I can get without actual wrestling.
All right.
It's all the things I love about wrestling, except without that. I'll move on. You're right.
Golly.
Kid had a ref shirt on. Fantastic.
Good for him.
First of all, it's usually the snarky us that are like hey, I'm gonna wear a ref shirt. Look at us, we're cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you get a group of like 7 people wearing them, fantastic. But you got like 2 or 3, you look stupid. It's cool, whatever. So this kid's a young kid. He's got the ref shirt on. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like black dress pants on and dress shoes. So it's full ref gear, right?
So he went as Little Nate?
He's got. Well, he was a young African American child. So no, it's very hard to pull off the old Nate.
Why?
Good point. You know what? Why I'm pretty sure it wasn't Little Nate? Because he was wearing a belt,
Oh, okay.
not just any belt. Here he is at a Raw house show. He's dressed as a ref. SmackDown Tag Team Championship belt on. Hold on. Nobody else around him wearing a SmackDown Tag Team Champion. If you
Hi,
had another
Alex.
ref kid there with him, with another one on, I'd be like, those kids are the friggin' best. I love this. So I got thinking, is this like how deep is this reference? Is this because John Cone, but he's a ref for Raw, I think, and it was his son that was Nicholas, who was but that was the Raw Tag Team Champions. And then I was like, nah, this kid just is like, I'm putting this belt on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm thinking too deep. This kid was dressed as a ref with a SmackDown Championship belt, looking for a tag team partner. So if you see him out there, he's looking for a partner.
Tag up.
Yep.
Hello, Alex. How are you? We're talking about live shows, and you can chime in if you like, wherever you're watching. Ellie said the last live show she went to was at Backlash 2016, which, by the way, Matt and I, network searchable for going to that.
Hold on, I'm gonna
AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose for the World Championship.
That's all right. My head was out of focus for like an entire segment right behind AJ Styles' head.
I watched that recently.
You're welcome.
That Miz segment with Cena was pretty great. Cena came out swinging. That was fun. It's a good show.
See, now that was a good SmackDown. But
Yes, it was.
it had a different vibe because it has to move the storyline along, and you're going to get the ups and downs of the weeks.
Way lit too. Like it's really bright in there.
Oh, dude! This was before the death of Pyro, by the
Right,
way.
so it was really loud.
So somebody nearly died. It's like concussive as all get out. Oh dear God. No worries.
Yeah, no worries.
Happens.
Either we'll help you or we won't. So,
But all in all, the show was good. Because let's talk about this. When you go to the house shows, the live events, it's self-contained.
Yep.
Which is wonderful. You go to a movie, you get a beginning, you get characters, you get a little bit of character development, you get a story, you get a finale. Usually go home feeling happy.
Mhm.
All is right with the world. All is good. And guess what they do? Tight 2.5 hours, about 7:30 to about 10 o'clock, and they're going to make that time.
Mhm.
It's amazing how well the shows time themselves out. I think it might be on purpose. We gotta get a Richmond. Come on.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. Let's go. But you come in there, everything is designed for kind of feel good moments.
Yep.
It's either going to be the bad guy was dastardly and awful and destroyed, and you're in awe of it, or, as mostly the case, good guy outsmarts that evil villain
Yeah.
and carries on, or perhaps overcomes the odds. The thing we get all bent out of shape of seeing over and over again. You know what? On a house show stage,
Yeah.
friggin' beautiful.
Well, again, because, I mean, you know, a title change will be canon at a house show,
Uh-huh.
but pretty much everything else was just kind of, it lives in its own world.
Mhm. Yeah, and you know what? I don't know that we got a whole lot of it there because they were going into a Raw so much. But especially if you're picking up like the house shows like close to pay-per-views,
Mhm.
you're usually getting a good little bit of a preview of what's you're gonna get. This is their chance to try stuff in front of a live audience,
See what's
work
working.
some kinks out, get pacing down,
Mhm.
get match flow down in an environment that's far more controlled on their end that they don't have to wedge into. Or whenever you see the pay-per-view, they've worked that out very well. They're the highest trained professionals putting together an amazing show for you. And this is an opportunity to watch them craft those matches or craft their work or do what they do, but seeing it on a workman's level. It's fascinating to watch. And it just watching something go from, hey, this is the first time they're kind of touching and working and blah 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 blah, blah to like 2 months later, all of a sudden it's a main event.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's freaking great.
So, just a couple comments here. Ellie,
Who?
unless you watch Infinity Wars, then you're left with questions and sadness. And Jenny, the whole experience made me want to go see more live shows, including local, regional, or whatever. So, indie shows. Now, I used to go to indie shows all the time.
Uh-huh.
And
What you doing Saturday? Continue.
VCW.
Sh-
I mean, I got reasons that I
I know
stopped
you got
going.
reasons. I've heard your reasons. I know your reasons,
My
and I
reasons are legit.
respect your reasons. I really do.
It's not that I soured on indie wrestling, other than some of the people are kind of a-holes, sir. They're kind of a-holes.
This is something because I mean I shouldn't say that. I don't want to say like we've been approached like we're some big shit or something, but it's like I kind of like a healthy distance a little bit
Yeah.
because it lets you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to support you.
That was the worst thing about being so involved
Mm-hmm.
is being so close. And you see kind of the ugliness.
See, they are the vast majority. I feel like the vast majority of people in it are good people,
Mhm.
but they're also real people.
Yeah. Well, and
And
just-
sometimes that can take a little bit of that shine off. Sometimes, I mean, if you meet a cartoon character and all of a sudden they're BoJack and they're all kind of sad on you, it's
Yeah.
like, oh man.
well, Ellie just nailed it right here. High school drama type BS. And that's
Same in any gig, any job you go
Yeah.
to. There's going to be those few driving factors that make stuff just intolerable.
professional wrestling at the heart of it. If you're going to make it, you have to be kind of selfish.
A little bit.
You have to, and
That
you're going to be kind of a dick.
Yeah, and there has to be a balance to that too. If you're too nice, you're gonna get run over. You're never gonna get noticed. Nobody's gonna give a damn.
You're
Hey.
going to be a beautiful man like Jay Steele, and you're going to get booed by dipshits.
Well, he's still beautiful.
He is still a
He
beautiful.
may still.
He's cut the. Have you seen
I
Joe
haven't.
recently?
I have not seen him lately.
You should probably.
Send him a message. Tell him to send him some naked pictures. The trunks are fine. I know he wants an excuse to put them on. Hey Joe, put
Hard work works.
I've
And
heard that somewhere.
If you go to his Instagram, like they did on
That would
Memorial
involve
Day,
going on social media. I'm not doing
the
this.
Murph.
What?
I guess there's a workout on Memorial Day where you get a whole bunch of people together and you do the Murph. And he did that, and he had his shirt off. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Joe. He's he's shredded up. I feel uncomfortable with knowing he's a beautiful man. We'll just leave it at that.
He's a fine human being.
Yeah, and he is a wonderful human.
One of the finest.
He really is one of the finest
Yeah,
humans
it
I've ever met in my
Took
entire
a
life.
took a I'm gonna say distant relative. Like it was her like first house show,
Yeah.
our first local show to go to, and mentioned that to Joe, and Joe made sure she had an amazing time, like a one of a kind experience, and it just fantastic. He goes out of his way, not just for people that he knows, but for anybody that makes it. And like you said, those are the guys that aren't going to get quite the grease that's necessary to.
It's insane because he was VCW champion and he won several other championships, but like he should have been so much more. But it's a whole different topic.
Hey, well, you know what? He's gonna he takes that dedication with him everywhere he goes, and he's putting it into his own little business.
Yes,
And,
hard work works. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say tonight.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Looks good though.
Oh my God!
You gonna die? You all right?
No, I feel fine. It's just there's like a constant frog in my throat.
Mm.
Eh.
13, 14. No.
That's jailbait, baby.
Okay.
So we get in to the building,
We got into the building.
and literally as we sit down, it's Deleter Worlds. They're in the ring,
Mhm.
the Raw Tag Team Champions. Super excited that they were there. And at first I was like, well, why are they the open?
Because it's a house show, and it's gonna be hot, man.
And
Hot open, hot all through. Maybe a little bit here or there where stuff's getting worked out and worked on, but still exciting, all the way through to a hot end.
the hot open was they were wrestling the Revival.
Fantastic.
And we talked about, house shows being, places to play around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I mean, the Revival, you have got to see the Revival live. So, on television, they're a great wrestling tag team. They absolutely are.
The more that they get to showcase, the more that they show that old school tag team style,
And
cutting off the ring and just
boy,
yeah.
did they here at the house event, the live event. Oh my God. Just being big characters too.
yeah,
And it's like, okay, so they're fine.
maybe picking fights with children.
Yeah.
Like yelling at everybody
Yeah.
too.
I think that video got posted.
It did. I know. Hardy
He's
tweeted
yelling
it.
at King Maxwell. Yeah.
I think WWE put it up official on their Instagram
Right.
from the hashtag WWE Hampton live show.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
And then they hugged, and the crowd was like, "Boo!" And
Boo.
they're like, "It's 2018." And I was like, "You're right."
Is that what they were yelling?
Yeah.
It's remarkable. We hug. It's fine.
And they were just cutting off the ring, and
Later.
it was just this was a great match. One thing I noticed here that I hadn't really paid much attention to on television:
Okay.
Happy Bray Wyatt.
Dude was a happy dude. How good
And
does that
it's
feel?
amazing. It is amazing seeing him happy.
It's giving him a chance to just to have fun.
Yeah,
And this is the perfect place for that to happen.
yeah.
Dude, it just first of all, he's 1,000 miles per hour all the time anyway, right?
Mhm.
And when he's not physically dominating, he's character-wise dominating. This just cranks all of those aspects up exponentially.
Do need to drink some tea and honey. And Jenny wants me to give Joe her number.
No.
Call me again.
I think there's a 4 in it. That's all I'm going to give him.
Number 2.
Just send him a series of numbers over the next few days.
Be
Put
like,
them on
"Here's
social media too. You can put them in the right order. You two can bother. Never mind.
You too?
Mm-hmm.
Swarmed at the Wawa by my house that night after the show.
What?
He was swarmed at the Wawa by my house that night after the show. So they must have gone to stopped at the Wawa up in Richmond.
That one Wawa?
Probably not that one.
That one Wawa.
But
That's a good Wawa.
That's a good Wawa.
It's a
I
great
love that
Wawa.
Wawa.
Great Wawa.
I seen Dean Ambrose there.
Mm-hmm. And his beer. And his cigarettes.
Yes.
And his erratic driving, oddly enough. Almost as if one of those things could have contributed to the other.
Oh my God, it's 9:57 and we barely even touched
What
the
do we-
actual show.
We're honestly, show good,
Mm-hmm.
done. No, I'm sorry. The peripherals. I always find the peripherals more fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
The structure that gets you to this point,
Well,
because
there's-
it's going to be good.
We don't have to talk about every match, but
No,
you know,
God, no.
From here out,
But
I just touch on a couple things.
I think that just that having fun at the house show, King Maxwell was was ringside talking crap to the Revival.
Yeah.
This is a child, by the way.
Yes.
Was that? I'm guessing that was Rebby
Yes.
under the
Queen
giant
Rebecca.
hat. Fantastic Queen Rebecca. Excuse me.
Mhm.
It came on up from Cameron, North Carolina, to enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Be supportive. Then after the match, Hardy brings King Maxwell up into the ring, and this is the part that they didn't put on the little Instagram video. The WWE
I know,
didn't put it.
surprisingly.
King Maxwell goes to run the ropes. I mean, he does just a big circle around the ring, and
Yeah.
then Matt has to chase him because I don't know if you know the edge of the ring, hardest part.
Yeah,
you
you
can
don't wanna-
fall, and that's
yeah.
a long way down for a child, man.
Definitely don't want
That's a
that.
long way down as a
Yeah.
grown ass man. But he's, oh Jesus! You see him break character, like I don't want my baby hurt. But
Yeah.
then he has to like lean over, and the baby just goes, ah shit. Just like, oh, I don't know. I'm sitting up there while everyone makes goes, support the neck, come on. And then I'm also yelling at Maxwell, post on the leg, post. What are you doing? And then they do the whole pose for the crowd.
Yeah. My
And
brother
little
asked.
Maxwell's there.
My brother asked me what my favorite moment was,
Uh-huh.
and I told him that when Maxwell ran away from Matt.
This is the best.
It was the best. It
The-
was
and-
the best.
And those are those moments you get. Dumb things. That was over the top.
Yeah.
Usually you just get matches, which is fine.
Good response for the Leader of Worlds,
Absolutely.
and good boos for the Revival.
And
Also
they
important.
came out and earned them.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Um,
We're jerks.
let's see. Other
Oh, well, boo then.
yes. Other things of note: the 4-way Intercontinental Championship. Elias gets the boos. He comes out first.
Elias just has to have just a Mad Libs things where he inserts a thing. He did a concert,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just want to say, everybody wants to love Elias, but he does a fantastic job of like, no, you have to boo me, and here's the tools for you to hate.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I was
And he
like,
says-
you better not say anything disparaging about Hampton.
I don't like Hampton. Oh God!
Why did you do that?
What did you do? And then he, yes, he garbage talks Hampton, and the crowd pretty much goes, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we understand. And then it's like, one more notch. I want to come out there and slap all of you in the face. And they're like, yeah, we deserve it. You're right. Walk with Elias. Okay, all right. Boo. We'll boo you. We know we're supposed to boo you. Boo. And he's like, thank you.
Let's see. So also in that was Bobby Roode came out next.
Mm-hmm.
Decent little pop. And then Balor came out next. Slightly bigger pop.
So amazing to see Balor. Dude,
Yeah.
like more than just how Ellie's watching him.
Yes.
But I mean, like as far as like, this is the original founder of the Bullet Club. Somebody that's been groundbreaking all across the world. Here he is in Hampton,
Yeah.
doing an amazing job for
Yeah.
us.
And then Rollins next, and we saw all the shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And then when his music hit, the place erupted.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is on fire right now.
Almost like he's
He burned
burning.
it down.
He did. Wait, that's his. Oh.
Is this new? I don't think I've ever noticed him doing that before.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got
This
up
is
on
his
the
chance to
post.
play with stuff.
Yeah, he got up on the post and like I was like, he's still doing that. He's still standing there.
You know what? He was posing for the pictures.
Well,
He
yeah.
looked down at every camera because this is one of those things. Those guys that are just that little bit something extra.
Oh yeah, we'll talk
He
about
got up
that.
there. He's posing. He's looking like straight at cameras as they're taking pictures.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. It's like you just made an amazing moment for that person, for that person, for that person. and that seemed to be a thing with him.
Yeah. So there was it's a
Yeah.
decent match. It's
Yeah.
well, I say decent. It was a really good match.
Better than we deserved. Elias is right.
Yeah. And it ends with the blackout 1 2 3 on Elias. And afterwards, there's a little girl sitting in front of us with her dad. Her dad wearing a Seth Rollins shirt. Huge fan. The little girl, a Bailey fan. Rollins at the beginning of the match throws his shirt out to the little girl, and she's like, no, get that thing away from me. I don't want that. And so Rollins comes over, like he's shaking hands with everybody, which again, that's big. I'm big on that.
Each one of those connections is a fan for life.
Yep.
And then they go and proselytize.
Yep. So he initially puts his fist out like, hey, fist bump. And she's like, nah. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, high five? And then she gets up and goes, yeah, high five. And his face, like, because we were second row, so we were like right behind this girl. And if I could have snapped the pic right in that moment of how happy he was, and just thinking about there was kids like in the aisle, like next to me, like how excited they were to see him. It's just like, this dude just made a lot of kids happy, man.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
And
That's a baby face.
Not
right
only
there.
that, you said the dad was wearing the gear.
Yeah.
Dad's a fan for life now.
Yep. You made my kid happy, and that was an awesome moment.
I mean, they're gonna grow up. Rollins is gonna get even bigger than he is now.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say, "Hey, remember that time we saw him? And he gave you a high five? Yeah."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, Dad, it's my prom." And no, can we not, please, Dad? You remember?
He's got that
I'm
shirt.
projecting. He's
like
got that
above
shirt
above
It's-
the fireplace.
still sweaty.
And after that, was the intermission. Come back from intermission, a little 6-man action. Brazongo.
Oh, just quick before we get to that. Early on, we had Mickey James did not get a Virginia pop.
No, she didn't.
And it was Mickey James versus Natalia, two amazing veterans doing amazing stuff. And crowd was not quite ready for technical, but it was amazingly technical,
Yeah.
fantastic. And as the crowd started to boo who they wanted to boo, they kind of switched roles a little bit here and there, and it was fantastic. And I've said this, I don't know that Natalia plays all that great on TV, but in front of a crowd,
Oh yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. I definitely glad you brought that up, because I even tweeted both of them. I was like, what a treat it was to get to see two veterans be great in the ring
Absolutely.
at a live event like that. They were just outstanding, and it really was a surprise and a treat to get to see that. So I was very happy about
Mickey
that.
James did not get the Virginia pop. I was like, oh, we're not going to get a welcome home. Aw.
Aw.
All right.
Well,
She's a bad guy. I get it.
and it was
Okay.
Natty's birthday.
It was Natty's birthday. That's
Yeah.
right.
I was trying to go happy birthday. They went right to work. Like I was gonna try to, because I thought they were gonna maybe circle a little bit or something before the first collar and elbow, and nah, man, they went right to it.
And it did a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like.
Fun chance that I did get in.
Okay.
So before the 4-way, Dolph and Drew wrestled Titus Worldwide, and
I love Titus. I don't care.
Dolph had Apollo in the corner like early on in the match, and I was like, "Let's go clean break," and clean break. I was like, "Oh, my chant worked."
Yours. Nobody has more fun than you at a show. Just because you determined, like, I don't care if I'm dumb.
I don't care.
This is the beauty of it. This is something I try to learn from him, okay? It's not very often that I try to learn anything, but this is an amazing skill. I'm going to be dumb.
Yeah,
I'm not going to wreck anybody else's time, but I want to have fun.
yeah.
I'm going to be dumb.
As a matter of fact,
Do I care what anyone thinks around me? No. In fact, the more they're embarrassed, the better it is for me. Let's go. Clean break. Clap, 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 clap. Clapping now. Yes.
the guy behind, the guy in front of us, one of the guys looks back. He goes, "Ah!"
Yeah, it's a clean break.
And then,
Look at you. Look at you.
yeah.
Trendsetter.
And then
Stupid.
the other chant early on in that match was collar and elbow.
God damn it, Justin.
Yes.
As much as you like weirdly hate on some of the other chants, You hate the garbage chants. You hate the.
I hate the garbage ones. What are those chants?
You
hurting?
are having fun,
Yeah.
Michael. You are having fun.
What chance what does that harm? That's what's
It
happening.
does not harm anybody. And house show plays for it.
Yeah. Well,
As long as you're being supportive of good,
Mhm.
being a champion of good, a paragon of virtue, a paragon. Wait, what was it before the show? You were the pillar of goodness. He was a pillar of goodness the entire
Pillar of
show.
good. And Dolph also had a chance to if he heard my chant and wanted to play off it, he could have had a dirty break, and I could have boo.
Here's a chance for play.
Yeah, could have gone either way. And Dolph, it's funny at some point, one of the fans that was sitting next to Lauren, Lauren was like 2 from me. Like Matt was in between us. And then on the other side was this lady who said something to Dolph. I didn't catch what she said. And Dolph said something back, and Matt goes, "Oh yeah, I like Dolph again. Screw you." Drew McIntyre's I've been saying this. He's a man. And seeing him in person that close, that dude, if that dude isn't the face of the company within the next couple years, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
And man, there's a weird level of honesty and realism in his chip on his shoulder.
Yes, Ellie, we do need to go to a show together.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. She
I
said
mean,
that
who's
in the
arguing
chat.
against that?
We,
No. Never. Eh. What?
I'm fun at a show.
Yes, I know you are.
Yeah, there's a lot of respect for Drew for what he went out and did. And, I mean, he looks the part. So he looks like a Vince. It's the old thing I said about Apollo, only even bigger. He looks like a Vince guy, wrestles like a Trips guy.
Yeah, I like that.
How can he lose? Apollo can somehow. He
I
lost.
thought Apollo was fantastic.
Oh yeah, he was fun too.
Again, it's almost like
Dana Brooke is gorgeous live too.
Yeah,
by the way,
I've said that for ages.
have
Yes, but
you ever
live
seen
even
it?
more so,
Yeah,
yes.
I've never seen her in person, and she is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't think that from
Well,
television, but
here's the thing. No matter what you think of all of them, when you see them in person, you realize these are the pinnacle of humanity. All of the dudes, all of the ladies, they're all absolutely gorgeous, and we're horrible troglodyte monsters.
It's
Yay, pretty people. Maybe it's just me. Am I projecting? I'm ugly, you're right.
Ellie, Matt says I had an extra
Who?
ticket to this show, and we didn't know about it until
Like minutes beforehand, we
Basically, yeah.
we threw up the pants signal. We threw up the I don't know what that. we threw up the Wrestlepals signal.
I actually thought of like 2 people that we could have reached out to, but it wasn't until after the show because
Right.
DJ might have gone, and he lives
Jesus.
right around the corner from the Coliseum. But what are you gonna do?
I was looking forward to an evening with Wrestlepals, Chris. Hashtag
Yeah,
Wrestlepals,
me
Chris.
too. Because
It's the last time his pants exploded as he dove off of a car in a Hooters parking lot after Justin got yelled at by Dolph Ziggler.
all these things are true. Let's see other things. We got to see Authors of Pain,
Jesus
which I'd
Christ!
seen them before live, but it was I'm trying to think of all the people that I saw for the first time.
Okay, yeah, you talk about that 6-man, No Way Jose,
Yeah, well, I'd seen him at
and
the
with
NXT show.
Breezango
Seen Breezango before.
versus what was it, Baron Corbin and Authors of Pain, right?
Right.
Baron Corbin.
What a jerk.
Well, hold on.
But in a good way.
He got an amazing reaction.
He did.
Now, as much as like, maybe it's just because we're old men a little bit. One of us more older than the other. I look at Baron Corbin and I'm like, I don't like this young jerk. But at the same time, he's getting a reaction, dude. And granted, I'm not seeing Baron Corbin merch, but he shouldn't be selling merch.
He's a
'cause
bad
he's
guy.
a jerk.
Yeah.
Come on, Jose. No way, man.
Somebody yells at Corbin, good luck with Breezango. And he goes, oh, yeah, I'm really going to need it. That was Corbin's response.
Just amazingly dismissive. That's a dude that's doing a whole lot by doing a whole little. Dismissive.
almost
dirty
exactly
looks.
what Rowan should have been doing all along.
Almost, huh?
Almost exactly.
Hmm.
Let's see. What else?
Did you like the Breezango?
I love Breezango.
Of course you did. You had the shirt.
Yeah. I love them all the time and everything that they do. They're
Mm-hmm.
great. I do wish I could have gotten a fashion ticket. I didn't get a fashion ticket.
Well, you had the shirt on. How could you get a ticket with that shirt on?
It's true.
This is another thing I want to say about the fun of the house show before taping. Tyler Breeze had some stubble. That made me happy. It's like, oh, he's going to shave tomorrow before the show. Look at Prince Pretty is more like Prince.
Pretty.
He's still a gorgeous goddamn man.
Yeah. What are you doing over there?
I don't know.
Working too hard.
You're right. I tried.
But that
That's
was
all.
that was the post. That was the let's try to get everybody back in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just after the
And,
intermission.
and again, no story between Arthur's of Pain and Brizongo or anything, but you've seen these larger than life characters bat up against each other. It's like, I got to see them in action.
Yep.
It doesn't matter the story. You got to see them. It was amazing.
And then next was the women's championship match. Now this was the most over match of the night.
Amazing.
Period.
Amazing.
It was booked like a main event. Like the way the match played out was like a main event. So you had
Bailey came out first.
Bailey came out first,
And?
which first time I got to see her live too.
And she had the tubes. People going nuts. It was fantastic. Nice reaction.
Again, you know, I talked about Rollins. There was all the kids that came up beside us again, and they were going nuts for Bailey. I was like, yes, yes. And then of course the little girl up front was a Bailey fan, so Bailey gets in the ring, sees that she's wearing a Bailey shirt, gets down and gives her a big hug.
You know what? And I'm sure the production team is like, keep an eye out right there.
Yeah,
Just heads up.
yeah.
You want to make a moment? Go make a moment. And guess what? Freaking moment made.
She's a pro.
Yeah.
She's a pro. And up next was Sasha,
Sasha, fantastic response to. Again,
another pro.
Again,
She's great.
I've gotten I've gotten to the point where I just don't like her intro just because it's boss time.
Right.
It was fantastic seeing her and not hearing that.
Yes.
Made me very happy. But I mean, I guess that's part of the whole thing. But whatever.
It's boss time.
Is it? Is it? Is it though? Is it? And I get she slight, tiny, larger than life.
Professional too,
Mhm.
and we'll talk about a little bit about the reasons why.
And her and Bailey playing a little in the ring, but still maintaining this story and still maintaining the weird kind of. It's like
They were
exuding so much
professional.
without being overt. They're not cartoony, but they're still telling the story.
And
fantastic to get to see subtlety.
complete engagement with the crowd.
Mhm.
Like, you know, Sasha gets in the ring and she's waving at all the kids that were right next to me.
Yeah.
Just waving at all of them, and you know, like I said, completely engaging. Bailey too. Just both of them, just outstanding.
Realizing that every one of those interactions is a fan for life.
Yep. Alexa out next. Terrific.
Okay, look.
Again, professional.
Now this is a point where I was expecting the ghouls to come out.
Yeah.
Music hits and the ghouls perked up. But this wasn't the ghouls of the 90s, dude.
Yeah.
I felt like these dudes were almost like we're ready to worship her.
Oh.
And I was like, good ghouls.
Yeah.
Good ghouls. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you for not being weirdly overtly sexual and sexualizing it and just being like, man, she's tough. Look at her.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hampton. You
right.
guys are being.
I wonder if we have anything to do with that.
Nah, it's still fucking ghouls.
Well, of course.
But still, a better ghoul than we deserve.
Yeah.
Alexa, again, tiny, amazing personality, projects throughout the entire arena. Not a bad seat.
Nope.
With those giant personalities, and then
The biggest pop of the night.
can you believe this?
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
Wow. Like, the TV doesn't do it justice, because that's why I was so surprised, because I always, not necessarily a mixed reaction, she gets a reaction, but I didn't realize it was that.
Mhm.
That place erupted for her. Massive.
I was not expecting it.
And I was like, I kind of did one of these. I looked at Matt, and my eyes got a little wide. I was like, good for her.
Yeah.
She's earned it. She's great. And it was surprising. And it was, again, first time seeing her live. She's
Thoughts?
she's good. She knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. Also, beautiful.
Yes, she is.
They're
Absolutely.
all gorgeous
Oh
people.
my God,
Every
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, you know, I was trying to not, but yeah.
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 You can't help it, dude.
Can't. They, all four of them.
And
just-
they try to build Nia as like, well, not so much. I feel they've turned the corner on. They're letting the whole, oh, she's a monster, but just billing her as the irresistible force.
right.
but they're letting it have the double meaning without forcing it. It's like, cool, thank you. I mean, granted, everything's kind of hackneyed and ham-fisted. It's wrestling, for Christ's sake. But they're letting her be pretty. And you know what? She is.
Yep.
Still, though, giving the build weight. Okay. All right. Jeez, dude. Ease up, huh? But giant pop for her, man. And you could just read it on her face that she still gets a little, she gets excited for it every time, too.
Yeah.
Just that big grin. And that big grin, I've mistaken in watching the television product as this. I don't know how good she can act. I don't know. Is she dropping out of character? No, she's legitimately excited.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep.
And you know what? That endears me to her more.
Yeah. So this was. I mean, was this like some amazing match with like all these great moments? It was good. It was fun.
A lot of fun spots. In playing it safe. They're not going to do all the craziest garbage they're going to do. You know.
Yeah. But the way it played out was like a main event.
Absolutely.
Like a main event, a live event, main event, where they were trying some stuff and having fun. It was all about the crowd, and that was awesome.
They played into it too, man.
Yeah.
They built it. They built it to a frenzy. They had ups and downs all throughout it. They told a story through the match, and they're masterful at it. When they're allowed to do that, and they don't have to. I almost feel like it's a more special thing when it's like, okay, the TV cameras aren't here. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
It's just something special about that you don't get on TV. You can't get on TV. It's a totally, completely different product. When I watch the TV product, the wrestling part is, I've said this before, it's tertiary to me. Maybe even further down. Characters, story, and then I can fit in some wrestling. But if I was going to skip anything, it's the in-ring action. It's terrible. A live show, that in-ring action is amazing.
Yeah.
It's spectacle.
And you don't have much else other than the in-ring action. There's
But the fact that there's so much of it there to appreciate is amazing.
Now the actual main event of the evening.
Oh boy, here we go.
Was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Fantastic.
Tremendous jerks.
They're maybe the
best.
finest. Like, we'd clap, but we were too busy booing because
Yeah.
we should.
Yeah. These guys are just tremendous jerks. And I can't believe you guys. What is the matter with you? You guys are going to cheer these jerks? What is wrong with you guys? We're great.
Now, you mentioned the revival hugging.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to shut up. I want you to tell me about the hug between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
They hugged.
What did Sami Zayn do? Oh, hold on. It's Zion's time.
Yeah, we're blowing right through nap time.
I'm sorry. Sami Zayn puts his head like on Kevin Owens' shoulder
And his face.
and nuzzles in.
He's like,
He was so happy. He was so content in Kevin Owens' arms.
yes, he was.
It's the dynamic between the two of them is amazing. Either one amazing on their own. Together, so much better.
So, out next, Lashley.
The Dominator. You know what? And we were
Decent
ready to go like,
response.
because we're coming right off of the, this is your life, I guess, probably thing with.
I kept being that jerk. I kept yelling at Sammy, hey, why don't you bring out his sisters?
Oh, Justin, you bet. You know what? Not every good fan can be good all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Sometimes you got to be a jerk.
Sometimes you a jerk. Lashley comes out, and I believe it was Wrestlepals Matt that said, "That's the biggest man I've ever seen in my life."
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like I try not to curse in the show, but I mean,
How else do you put it?
not a giant reaction, but he's such a figure that, dude, you just gotta look at it and go, God damn!
Yeah.
Look at this freak of nature. He's a monster.
Yeah.
What could ever be? I can't imagine anybody bigger.
Roar! Oh, man.
Did it not play? Oh, no.
No.
You want to get your... Excuse him. He needs to have something. Who could be... Bobby Lashley is the largest human specimen that has ever existed or walked this planet on two legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could anybody be any bigger?
I can't imagine anybody possibly being any... Well,
Apparently, I don't have it cut anymore.
well, goddamn.
That was a big dude.
And
Matt goes, "Oh my god, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody bigger."
I don't think any of us could comprehend somebody being that big.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen big dudes.
And the old
We've known big dudes.
the old cranky guy in front of me even lit up. Ooh, look at that guy big.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh,
Who
that's a big
shaved the
guy.
bear?
Yeah. Oh, what a big dude. Oh, he's big.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you're reacting now.
I'll get back to that guy in a second.
Oh.
Cranky old man.
Oh, okay. So I had my favorite dude. You're going to have your, okay.
I have a least favorite.
I'm very excited about this.
So, again, the match, nothing really to write home about. It was fun.
That's what it's supposed to be. You got
Sammy and Kevin being jerks.
escaping and tagging and not letting people get what they want. Escaping
Lot
and
of-
running.
A lot of Braun chants. Braun, at best, he may have had a slightly bigger pop than Nia, but I mean,
Oh, it's main event time. You
Yeah.
get excited no matter who it is. And he's
But-
the last dude out for the night.
people were fired up for Braun,
Absolutely.
like throughout the entire match. Whereas Nia got the "I'm coming out" pop and the win pop. Braun, people were fired up throughout the whole match for him.
Now the way it was set up, tag match, Lashley's doing the majority of the work and taking the beat down. He's the baby face in trouble, right?
Yep.
Braun is sitting over there
Braun's
with
a hot tag.
the hottest friggin' tag I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like he's reaching halfway across the ring, just this giant oven mitt hanging out there, and he's not just got his hand out there. He's doing the whole shaking everything and just selling as much as he can without actually. Hard to tag him when he puts him up there. I just look like a child when I put my hands up.
Baby Nate.
Shut up. But he's selling the hot tag the whole time, and then when Lashley hits it, this is Jesus Christ.
Place erupts. House of Fire.
And I can only describe it as Hogan-esque.
Yeah.
When Hogan would weirdly fire up, and the weird skullet was flying all over the place. That's the energy Braun brought.
Yeah.
That's hard to say. Braun brought. I did it twice in a row. I'm not going to tempt fate. And just so much kinetic energy throughout. He's just been a powder keg waiting. He's just bubbling and boiling over and then just explodes.
Yeah.
And as a result, so does the crowd.
Yeah.
And it was a frantic, high energy run all the way to the end of the match and end of the show at that point.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
The place erupts. Braun gets the big W.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just a couple things.
He ripped
Braun-
his shirt off, and then there was his power nipple.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Braun is clearly top dog.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no denying that.
Who else could have been there? And who wasn't on there from the Raw roster?
Well, that would have gotten that reaction.
Nobody would have gotten that reaction.
No one would have gotten that reaction.
Right.
Roman wasn't there.
Roman could have
But-
gotten a bigger reaction. Definitely not positive, though.
No.
People are ready to boo the shit out of him.
Yep. Even live events now, apparently. Because
guess.
Hampton booed him when he showed up on the screen.
And again, doesn't even need to be there
Yeah.
on screen.
So he's top dog. And again, this sets people apart. And this is why my opinion of Lashley has changed. I still don't care about seeing him on my television. I don't know what they're going to have to do to figure that out. But I respect the hell out of the man now. Lashley and Strowman shook every hand in the building.
Yep.
If I wanted to shake their hands, all I would have had to have done is reach out, and they would have. Because pros, man. And these are top dog pros.
Realizing that every 100th hand you touch is a shirt sole.
Yeah.
And is part of your down payment on your house, dude. And every 20th hand you hit is longevity to your career. And it's amazing. The guys that are willing to invest that time and energy into that. I mean, they're at the highest level of it. But I mean, that kind of stuff, it resonates all the way down to the lowest level, dude.
Hardy and Wyatt did it before they left. Like most of the baby faces did.
It's one of those things you used to get to see at the live events. And you don't get to see because you're on a timetable for a TV at a TV event. And this is the time for them to connect, and the real good dudes are going to, and make the most of that time.
It's why I have a great respect. It's why Titus O'Neil follows me on the Twitter machine, because I saw him at a house show in 2014, and I noticed him shaking every hand in the building. And I was like, this Titus O'Neil dude, that's a good dude. He's shaking every hand.
He gets so excited.
Yeah, and he retweeted it and followed me.
Yeah.
Just a good dude. That's all you have to do. If you're a good guy, just be a good dude.
It's not that hard. Those little tiny gestures mean the world to people.
They really do. And that changed my perspective on Lashley. I was like, he is shaking. They were for like 10 minutes. Like they had to keep switching between Braun and Lashley's music. And I was just like, I may not like Lashley in the ring yet, but at least I can respect where he is on the card now, because clearly he belongs there.
And you know what? WWE never loses sight of that. That these house shows are where that foundation is built. Every single one of those fan interactions helps build that base up. That changes the impression that you get of these individuals. How you see them behave to you in person just cements that in your mind. And they do that every night. Night in, night out. Night in, night out. When it's not easy, when you're not feeling well, when you're hurt, they're still out there doing it because that's how they build that's how they build the following. That's how they build the fan base. And as a result, they're getting into that golden age again, man.
Makes me wonder if I know Roman shakes hands. I've seen videos of him overseas, like shaking every hand. So I know he does. Is he just not doing it in every building?
It's just gotten cool.
Yeah.
It's gotten too cool. Sorry.
Well, maybe they should steer into it then.
Well, you know what? There was
Don't even have
there was a
to.
while when Cena got too cool, and then it was like, "Hey, man, shut up. He's really good."
Yeah.
And you still get, "Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks."
Yeah. I mean, that's
You get a
Kurt
reaction,
Angle at
though.
this point now.
Yeah, and Kurt Angle was like, "I do suck. I suck." And it's like, look at his glad-handed son of a bitch. Hello, fake phone call. Hello. Like, come on, Kurt. Actually, don't, Kurt. It's the best. You do you. I like you.
How long have you been watching professional wrestling, Nathan?
I have been watching since that fateful night back in 1978 when Dusty Rhodes came through town and may have met my mother. And,
Let's say you're a kid at a live event,
yes.
like the one that we went to.
I'm basically a child, so let's go with this.
Let's say you're
I dressed myself. I
you're a
got it on the
kid
right way.
somewhere between the ages of 8 and 12, we'll say.
Happens.
And you're at a live event like this with these bigger than life characters that you see on television every
Right.
week. And your parents say, "Yeah, go run up and these wrestlers, these superstars are willing to shake your hands. They want that because they know that that's their bread and butter." Are you running up? First of all, are you going to run up?
I might be a little scared.
Maybe. But
Depends on how many kids run up there, but once that little pack mentality takes over, all of a sudden it becomes easier to do.
yeah. So we were at a spot again. I was on the end chair of the second row.
Okay.
So there was an old dude and a couple other older dudes and that little girl right in front of us.
Where's the story going? All right.
So pretty much between every match,
Mm-hmm.
the kids run up. They want to touch hands and what have you, and
Slap hands.
and they want to make a moment.
Right.
And of course, the wrestlers want that.
Mhm.
So towards the end of the night, I think it may have been during the women's match, where again Bailey and Sasha specifically made moments. Like they made a lot of kids happy. Rollins made a lot of kids happy in my section. These kids run up, they want to shake hands, and somewhere around the women's match, like as Nia's coming out, I think, cranky ass dude in front of me starts moaning about it to the security guy. "Get these kids out of here. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. I paid for this seat. I paid for it." Okay, like, I get it. Technically, he's right. He paid for this front row seat.
You don't know what you bought a ticket for, right?
That's what I keep thinking. And it's not like you're missing anything. You're not missing the action. The match hasn't started yet. Like when the match starts, they got to go back to their seat. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
So it gets worse.
Oh God.
Main event happens.
First of all, I just want to be like uncomfortable at this point, like, ew, and that be the end of it. Can that be the end of it?
No.
Oh.
So, by the way, like whenever Kevin and Sammy are doing anything bad in the main event, I am loudly booing in this guy's ear
Good.
because he's a jerk and I
Good.
hate him.
You're not booing. You weren't booing Owens and Zayn, were you?
Oh no,
No.
no.
Boo!
Boo you, Mr. Old Man with the gray hair, cranky ass old man with the WWE shirt, you jerk.
Okay, I thought you were talking to me. I was worried until you got to that gray shirt part. Wait, what?
So, again, the main event starts and he's
gray hair.
again, moaning about them being in his way. Main event ends. The kids run up again because they want to shake hands and whatnot.
This is end of show, by the way.
End of show. Old dude gets up and literally does this to the kids. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out. Move.
What?
This motherfucker.
Justin doesn't curse. This is one.
Motherfucker. He's lucky I'm not the kind of... I wanted to punch him right in the face for that dick move right there. That is a dick move. And screw you, dude. I don't care how much you paid for that seat. Screw you. Trying to ruin some kids' nights. What the hell's the matter with you?
Why sit there?
Why sit there? You know where you're at, right?
Was he looking to have those moments?
You're old.
Or was he just kind of there?
You are old. He didn't... By the way, other...
Okay.
Well,
Okay. No. I understand the frustration, sir. Please.
the whole time...
During the show?
Until that he gets all geeked up about Braun Strowman being in the ring and turns to Matt. Oh, he's a big guy. That's the only time he responds all night. That's the only time he came alive.
I hope it was Braun's dad.
What a jerk!
Hi, I'm Bill. No, his name's Brill. This is an R for no reason. Brill Strowman.
This guy was a real Class A jerk, and I didn't like him. And I wanted to punch him. I didn't like him just from watching him just sit there the whole time. Like not cheering, not booing, not doing anything, not clapping, nothing. You paid so much money for your seat, but you didn't look like you were enjoying yourself at all. And then, on top of that, trying to ruin the night for kids, man. Like, you're at a WWE show, man. Come on. I mean, again, I get it. You paid a lot of money for your seat.
I got a feeling WWE would happily give you your money back to get you the hell out of there.
Yeah.
For the chance for fan interaction.
I can't believe that actively trying to ruin somebody's night. Like, kids' night at that. Like, you know, it's one thing, like, if he gets mad at me because I'm yelling dumb chants behind him.
Even that. No, you don't get to do that. Sorry, dude.
I mean, you know.
I'm having fun. There's nothing you can do about it. Yay.
But, you know, I'm an adult. If you want
Yay.
to try to ruin my night, that's one thing. You know, it's still shitty.
You're not going to do it.
You're not going to do it because try.
Is he great?
Try.
Because I got to tell you, he's going to have a better night now.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Now I
Someone's
have a target.
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead and try next time. But the kids, man, like, come on, dude. Again, like, the oldest may have been 13. Like, these were not, like, you know, teenagers. These were preteens and, like I said, maybe 13.
These aren't the garbage kids that shouldn't be trick-or-treating coming to your door.
Yeah. These are kids genuinely excited that these people that they see on their television are huge and there in front of them.
And real.
And real.
Accessible.
Yeah. So.
Maybe the front rowing for you, dude.
Yeah. So why don't you get a couple rows back?
You should be in a skybox. Why don't you live a little? Step it up some. Also, don't go.
Yeah, you know, if that's the kind of guy you want to be, or get a middle seat. Why are you on the end?
Doesn't want to be near people and he needs leg room.
You know, I talked to the security guy afterwards, and he's like, I mean, you know, what am I supposed to do? Like, he's right. Like, he paid for the ticket, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a dick move. He's like, you're right, it was. So, yeah, I felt for him because, like, he
You're
was saying,
stuck in the middle at that point.
He's like, I'm trying to let these kids have a good time.
Good.
And you know, but there isn't even a fine line. It's between matches. I could see if it was during the match and they're all up in his way, but it was in between matches. You weren't standing up to shake hands. You weren't high-fiving or nothing.
Yeah, and you
so
know what?
is it harming you?
The performers need that too.
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
if you're sitting there on your hands, that makes for a garbage time for them, and as a result, it ruins it for more people.
What a jerk.
By sitting there and kind of not participating at that distance, you're ruining the show for everybody else. I mean, if that's your deal, go ahead. But I mean, at the same time, boo.
Ellie, Batista shook my hand at the first live event in 2005, and I would say it was a big moment in my youth.
Yeah, man.
And Matt,
Who?
he's lucky I didn't hear him. he's lucky I'm not more like Matt. that old dude is lucky I'm not more like Matt, because Matt would have made that guy had a bad night.
Yeah.
Just saying. Anyway, just it's a WWE event, and yeah, you have a good time too.
But there's no, you know what? There's no hard and set rules. They're not written down somewhere. There's no guideline for how you should behave.
Yeah.
But you know, how about just don't be a dick?
I don't know. I mean, that
Seems
seems like
easy.
a good enough rule for life in general, but specifically
For
also
this 2.5 hours. I
Yeah.
mean, you're a dick everywhere you go, right? I mean, from morning till night, and probably while you're sleeping, you're probably kind of a dick too, stealing covers and whatnot. Let's give it a rest for a minute. Or get the skybox. Treat yourself. You deserve it.
Treat
Go ahead.
yourself.
Treat yourself.
All right. Let's take a look at some of this stuff.
Oh God.
We won't,
okay.
I mean, because apparently we're doing the whole show is going to be this tonight.
Yeah, you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this was a
I'll-
big thing.
Go to live events. Go to live events, and they make
Not just WWE. Go to indie shows. Go
And-
to ROH. Go wherever you can.
And this doesn't apply to just wrestling. This applies to local bands.
Yes.
Amazingly enough, he's remarkably supportive.
And if you go with me, there's a good chance you might hear Cherub Rock.
Okay, well, show's over. I don't just mean this one. I mean,
So your Wrestlepals, by the way, I don't know if I got this later, but your Wrestlepals, we were famous that night.
yeah, there's the picture in front of the Coliseum.
Jenny took that. She sent it to me, so I put it out on
I
our
like how
gram.
it's edited. It's only half of her head, and I was the weak part of my beard has been edited out. I appreciate that. I was wearing my I was wearing the my shirt from my favorite wrestler, Levi Strauss.
He stinks. He's terrible.
Well, they're machine washable. You can do something about that.
What an awful wrestler.
Levi Strauss. His shirt is just a picture of pants. Fuck, that's dumb. It's still dumb. Like a week later, still dumb.
Mm-hmm. Here's a photo of the women's match before it started.
That ain't your seat.
Nah. These are ones that I picked up from
Oh yeah, for
hashtag
hashtag.
WWE Hampton.
Yeah, lots, crazy amount of people there. You know what? And the more people, the better the vibe's gonna be.
You know what? This one, I think, yeah, this one was from right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally the row right in front of us, because Sasha was in our corner.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could just look at where the stage is.
Yep.
You guys were opposite the ramp.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, I didn't know that was going to have sound.
That's fine. We're not gonna pick up this. But these are those fun little events. Hi,
Yeah.
how are you?
That's pretty much how the match started.
And there's Alexa, yeah, trying to team everybody against each other.
Uh-huh. It was fun.
Fantastic. And you know what? It's clowny.
Yep.
It's clowny stuff, and it's great. Speaking of,
There's Queen Rebecca,
mm-hmm.
King Maxwell.
Maxwell's the best. And look, and I want you to look at that. First of all, Hardy smiles like that all the goddamn time.
He does.
But look at Bray's smile. Look at that adorable smile. Those wee beady cult in their eyes. Oh, good for him.
Happy Bray Wyatt.
He
That's
gets to
the
be
best.
happy. It's wonderful.
Here's
Oh,
there's Ellie's man.
look at him.
It was this girl's birthday apparently, and so this was while during Rollins'
Those are
entrance.
those things.
Right.
A lifelong fan, but she's got to go get that shirt now.
Yep.
She's in the birthday club.
This was right to the left. This picture was taken to the left of us.
Jesus.
Like Lauren got a picture almost exactly like this one. That's
Dead-
how close
dead
this
crotch
is to
on,
us.
yeah.
Yes. I think she
Jeez.
showed it to you.
Just
right?
what? Oh, the picture. Yeah.
Right. When we went to the gimmick.
Yes,
What a man.
dude.
Like I don't know how else to describe Drew McIntyre.
It's-
He's a man.
He's turned up for even the house shows,
Yeah.
like where you can cut loose, where you can relax a little bit if you want. But no, this dude is all about refining his craft. You can tell that in his work.
See, this was. Oh yeah, we got helicopter built.
Helicopter belt, always fun.
Two spins because he does it here and he's like, So like I'm over here
You know, he's not.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like just behind that dude. You guys can't see where I'm pointing.
Pointing. Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Here's the finish. Boom. Blackout.
What's great is they had so many things that could have been main events there, man. That could have been a main. The women's four-way could have been a main.
You talked about Braun being Hogan.
Dude.
Like he did this afterwards. No,
Not the
This was
best face,
before.
but you know
Yeah.
what? That's great.
this was before he ripped his shirt off.
Oh, you know what? And yeah, I talked about Tyler Breeze having a little bit of stubble. He's got a little bit of stubble on the sides of his heads where where they usually shaves the hair out of the sides. Oh, he looked adorable.
Mm-hmm. Look at this.
Is that signed?
Yeah.
Is that legit signed, or is that how they're printed?
I'm pretty sure legit.
I hope they are, because that'd be friggin' great.
Yeah. Is there an appeals court for this?
Is
That's
that the
fun.
line?
That's what
The
what
post.
the person who got it. Yeah.
Well done.
Here's another picture. Oh, this was
Balor and the
ours.
lights. Good catch. Good picture.
I wish I was closer, but
Oh, that's you?
yeah, I took this one.
God damn, dude.
I mean, I guess I wish I would have zoomed.
You
a
could
little.
reach out and almost touch the hardest
Yes,
part of the ring.
this was me too.
Mm-hmm.
Picture of Elias, and then here's us,
Yeah.
and none of that stuff. And
What? What did you do?
so, at some point,
This is a beautiful thing. Another one of those live event things that they do is they catch you with those hashtags, man.
yeah,
Use that hashtag. You know why? 'Cause we're gonna get to that intermission, and we
we'll put
we're
stuff up
gonna
there.
play stuff up on the screen so you can feel good about yourselves
Yeah.
and encourage your social media participation.
Yeah, and so we were famous because that photo got put up on the Tron.
My giant head looming high above above all creation, looking down, judging.
your hashtag Wrestlepals have arrived.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, run. We can't.
You know, I didn't realize
Huh.
because that came from the gram. So anytime I post anything on Instagram, it has the hashtag Live Loves Justin.
For Christ's sake. For Christ's sake, Justin.
So God knows how many times. I mean, people probably didn't even notice.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't.
Maybe,
You just want one person to notice, don't you?
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Only one person, because there's only one thing that would have made that night better. This was a great night.
Okay.
You know, there's no changes to the matches I would have made,
Mhm.
but there's one thing that would have made the night better. Only one thing. And so I tweeted such.
Oh, hey, look at that. That's Justin Wilson at the Hulkster. That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Or the RP account. It's you. Only thing that would have made hashtag WWE Hampton better would have been at You Only Live Once. Just saying, hey, Liv Morgan. Sorry we didn't see you tonight.
I wish you could have been here.
It was great. I enjoyed myself. I wish I could have seen you.
Yeah,
Hey, thinking about you.
always.
Okay, so good. You're still maintaining the creep factor. She's gonna see this one day and be like, "Ugh, this creep. What a ghoul. That's terrible."
Yeah, she won't.
She's not gonna like that. If
I'm gonna
on
be
an
bae.
off chance she were to ever see
I'm gonna be bae.
that, shut up. Sorry.
It's true. I'm gonna.
You're not, though.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ellie, you should have shouted to Balor that you have a single friend.
I have a single friend. It just sounds like you're very lonely. Like you just have the one.
I have only one friend.
I have a single friend.
Be my friend, Balor.
Well, I don't want to be number 2. Like if you get up to about a dozen, then you check back with me. I'll join the list of put me on it for acquaintance first.
Mm-hmm.
And once that pool gets a little thicker, a few move up. I might bubble up to a friend.
You see,
I won't be your best friend.
got a decent amount of traction there.
It did. It did.
Wanna
Look at
read
that.
those numbers?
54 likes, 12 retweets.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
Yeah. So, would you like to see who retweeted
Who
it?
retweeted this?
Okay, you know.
Jude,
not-
whoever that is.
Mhm.
Fabio something or other. Oh, other fans of Liv, including that looks like a Liv RP
Life.
account there. Live his life, pictures of Liv and stuff like that.
And blam.
You son of a bitch.
There's the one.
Retweeted by @You Only Live Once.
How happy was I?
You were very, very happy.
You guys were sitting in the car next to me, and I was like,
You pulled in and you plastered the phone against your window because you couldn't get it down fast enough. You were
Mhm.
like, look. Then you got the window down. And you're like, look.
I'm so in live.
Well, I mean, you're not Bay. Ugh, hurts to say.
Yet.
Yet.
Oh, she's not on that screen. So that looks really
You
ridiculous.
just look like you're pointing at your dick. That's great. That's what we need. Hold on, I'll do it again for you. I'll give you the setup. Well, you're not Bay.
Yet.
Okay. Let's see what I got.
Don't do that!
Ow.
I don't want...
Ow. Huss.
Look, man.
Huss.
Is that his?
It's not hers.
No.
Huss.
I just want to go back to this just for a second
Of course you do.
so you can see that.
Liv Morgan. Tongue. Gangsta goofball dirty jers.
Made me so happy.
I know it did, Justin. And good for her. See, those are those little things we talk about, those fan interactions. Social media has become another place for people to be.
Hey, look.
Jesus Christ. Fucking monster. And Justin. Social media has become that other place for okay. Shut up. We look great.
Mm-hmm.
Social media's become that other place for that fan interaction. And those little things, because Liv's probably sitting up in Richmond already. Or sitting at the house waiting to travel to Richmond in the morning.
Sure she was in Richmond.
And she's active on the media, watching for stuff like that. Boom, popping up. Here's my chance to make some unfortunate souls evening and week and dumb wrestling show.
Just saying.
You did it, Liv. Thanks.
It's getting pretty serious over here. It's getting pretty serious.
Yeah, it is.
That's what, like 3 or 4 replies and a retweet now?
Okay.
It's getting pretty serious.
You'd almost
Plus I
say
made her Instagram story.
cease and desist. Or, sir, please maintain 50 yards and no social media contact.
You're acting like it's...
And you're going to have to sit up in a mezzanine.
You're acting like it's some sort of crazy thing that I'm doing here. Just...
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Not as a lot, but, I mean, I'm still a decent judge of how you will be judged.
So I got
Harshly.
I got an email.
Okay, what's up?
Nathan. I got an email.
Are we
earlier
off the
today.
house show? Go to house shows. They're friggin' great.
Go to WWE ones. They're a blast live, and you're not gonna get what you get on television.
You're going to get something
It's-
special.
It's a little bit more loose, and everybody's having a lot more fun. Go to indie shows. Just go watch live wrestling. I guarantee it'll change how you feel about wrestling.
You can just
period.
leave it a go watch live.
Yeah.
Anything live.
Yep.
Live entertainment's an amazing thing. The
So-
more energy you give into it, the more you'll get back from it, and it's a wonderful experience.
I got an email.
You did?
And
I'm sure. Me too.
this is more for next week.
Okay, what's up?
Really excited that we are going to get to debut a new segment next week. I've been asking the WWE for, if there's anything we can do to help. Right? And so,
At our core, we are helpers.
yeah. And
Sorry.
so, new segment next week. We're going to be helping WWE. It's going to be exclusive. And that's all I'll say about it. I'm really excited.
Are you allowed to tell me?
I'm fake whispering something to you right now, Nathan. Just pretend like I'm actually saying something.
I have headphones on. I couldn't hear that.
So next week, brand new segment. Really excited. Involves WWE and an exclusive for Wrestlepals.
Hello, fake text message.
Oh my god, I'm excited about it. Man. Wow. 1050, dude.
You know what? We had a good experience.
We did. We had a great experience.
We want to start closing. Is there anything we really need to cover from the shows? Or was this the live events are the friggin' best?
Things that we should touch on. The B team is great.
B team is great.
That barbecue segment was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Nakamura and Dillinger from SmackDown. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
We're getting matches that don't deserve to be as good as they are, but
Yeah.
they're like, hey, whatever, here we go.
Yeah.
What's Ty doing? Wrestling great matches.
Yep.
And being a snarky, awful, face-ish foil to Nakamura.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Also, Big Cass.
What an asshole.
Yeah, he's really coming into his own and finds weasels his way into making it a triple threat in the main event last night, which is great on so many levels because the internet was excited. I was excited for Joe versus Bryan.
And they were building it up, too.
Yeah. And
'Cause-
Cass ruined it.
It's like,
That's
it's
great.
Beauty of what a jerk.
Yep.
The beauty of it was like we were watching SmackDown Live, and I was even like, yeah, I don't know. I think I'll catch back up. I'll watch Joe and Bryan later. I'll definitely come back and watch that. I think I'm gonna turn it off, but no. Here's Cass coming out the road. It's like, oh, freaking awful.
Yeah.
This is terrible. What has happened to this wonderful show? I've got to see what happens. It's like, oh, you sons of bitches. I love getting played. Get me.
SmackDown continues to be terrific.
Mhm.
The only thing that I found weird was a lack of the U.S. Championship. I don't know what we're doing with Jeff in that championship.
Who?
Jeff.
Jeff.
So Jeff.
Help Jeff.
Help Jeff. I can't get up. I'm hurt. Help me.
Well, Jeff, you jumped off a building. Like Shane watches some of the stuff you do and like, I don't know, man. Maybe ease up.
Yeah.
Try landing on something softer, like a table.
I think that's pretty much all there is to get into from Raw and SmackDown.
Okay.
I mean, Raw was better than it was last week. Oh, Sammy's segment
Mm-hmm.
where he sort of saved what happened last week.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that.
I know.
I
'cause-
should be wrestling for the Intercontinental Championship. And here I am having to apologize to you jerks.
Great.
It's great.
You know what? Like, when we're going into the sister segment, I was like, they know Sammy can talk. They know Sammy can sell. They know Sammy's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to make him get... No snap.
Oh, snap. I was surprised.
Mhm.
Oh, snap.
And they're like, oh, man, they're making Sammy talk into caring about Lashley.
Yeah.
And then he does it. It's like,
Yep.
yay.
You want one?
Are they hot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me take one of the pickles. I had a Giants, and now I'm having a hot pickle.
I mean,
One Jolly Rancher, and the change will be complete.
that's pretty much all there was from Raw and SmackDown. A couple quick things, though. So last week on NXT, there was Lars Sullivan was taking on in a handicap match, Ricochet and Dream as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, Ricochet and Dream working as a team initially, yeah, so good. Dream showing his true colors and bouncing so Ricochet can get his butt handed to him by Lars. Predictable, but beautiful.
It's still wonderful.
Oh, yeah, it's still, well, because we need to get to Ricochet and Dream. They got to wrestle. Oh, so good. And then Gargano and Ciampa gets knocked up a notch.
Mm-hmm.
So Gargano and Candice come out, and they're teasing kind of, I don't know if it's more Gargano's going to retire, I guess, is what they're teasing. But he never gets there because the fans start chanting, and they start chanting Johnny Wrestling, and Candace pleading, "Hey, come on, man, don't do this, don't do
Right.
this." Gargano calls out Ciampa, and Ciampa comes out, and scuffle, and Candace gets knocked off the ring apron and is knocked out. Beautiful.
Almost as if Ciampa's found a new way to hurt Gargano.
And so
Dastardly.
this is the twist on the story. Candace, I don't know if it was earlier this week. I'm not going to stand by and watch as my husband turns into something that he hates.
Mm-hmm.
And Gargano's demanding a street fight with Ciampa instead of walking away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. I didn't think that they could get me more involved.
Yeah. Because initially, it was like the rumor going around was it was going to be a last man standing match, but they're going with that for the Nakamura AJ.
Right.
It's like, Street Fight's kind of close to what they had, so I guess it's going to be kind of similar. Nah, dude.
No.
They found a way to make you care that much more.
Yep.
Well done.
So I mean, that's
Have we got any more development? Let's take with NXT. There was like any more development because was it announced, right? Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch
1-2 punch.
taking on the Undisputed Era at the upcoming NXT takeover.
Makes me so happy.
It's those are those opportunities that you shouldn't see.
I don't ask
But
for
here they
much. I really don't ask for much.
Oni's great. Ed Burch is amazing.
Oni rules.
Oni rules.
I'm
remember when
so happy.
I remember when he first got the name, and we were like, Oni Lorcan.
What
Who
is
the hell
that?
is that?
Yeah.
I don't want to steal your bit, but you know
Who's that dude?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's great.
He is great.
They're making us say we're not even struggling. Oni Lorcan. That's a name.
Yeah.
The fact that we're saying that, and it's like it's not
Oni
even a thing.
rules.
It's just his name. Oni rules.
Oni rules.
Oni rules.
And I don't know if they're going officially with this, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, Oni, the one finger, Danny Burch 2, 1-2 punch.
I like it.
I mean, it's simple, straight to the point.
It's what they do.
It's what they do. And, you know, whether or not they win, I'd love to see them win. But whether or not that's a big spot to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling Undisputed Era for the tag championships.
Win or lose doesn't matter. You're a contender.
And Oni finally makes that next step up. He's just kind of been a dude on television. You know, he had that amazing match with the Tommy at some point last year. He's been having those spots where it's like he gets used and he's in these really good matches, but then nothing really kind of comes of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's just kind of a dude.
They've needed that little bit of story on top of it.
Yeah. And so, you know, it's almost reminiscent of you know, Dillinger and Breeze with their time, only now he's getting into a tag team and he's going to have this tag team championship match. So
Yeah.
I am super pumped for that. I think that's pretty much all the development that there is right now. Well,
It's fine. There's still plenty of time.
Shayna in Dakota is getting interesting.
Yeah, Dakota was going to be a star.
Oh, yeah.
You think so? Have you seen a face so in trouble as Dakota's able to portray?
No.
It's great.
And, you know, finally she goes, you know what, fine, we'll see. We'll just see about that. Great. Simple. She's been running scared, and she decided, I'm not going to run anymore.
I ain't going to run no more.
I dig it.
Scorpion kick.
I'm looking forward to, we haven't watched NXT tonight yet.
Okay.
So, you know, it happened right before we went on air.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking forward to that. Anything else you wanted to get into before?
All right. Other wacky things just from around whatever. It almost kind of looks like they didn't expect All In to sell out as quick as it did.
Oh, yeah?
So now there's the, hey, are you guys going to stream this anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
To which Cody was like, yeah, we're going to do everything we can to make sure everyone that wants to can witness this and enjoy it. So it's like, here's this unattainable goal. We're going to attain it. And they attain it and like, cool, let's set the bar even further.
Yeah.
And they're going to hit whatever goal they want.
Man, for sure, if we can't be there in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
we need to watch it so we can cover it on the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and it's one of those ones that doesn't have to like really go anywhere. So you're gonna get fun.
Yeah.
During the show, it's gonna be good.
Yep.
What else? Ooh, this might be something we could speculate on more at another time, but we had the whole Fox deal for SmackDown, right?
Right.
Ton of money being poured into SmackDown, And you got Rupert Murdoch talking a little trash about NBC Universal being like, hey WWE, you know how you've been with USA, Universal, NBC for all this time? Yeah, they're embarrassed of your product. We want you to be a forefront of ours, and we're looking to put serious money behind you. We want you on live TV. We want amazing. Hello there. We want amazing product from you guys, and we have full faith in you. Also, we want to make sure the rumor of going around of like a studio-based show on one of the other Fox networks too. So they're looking to branch out the brand, not just SmackDown, not just a repository of wrestling. It's we believe in your brand. We want to expand it. We want to make a lot of money with you, not off of you.
Dig it.
And the WWE stock price has gone nuts as a result.
Oh, I'm still so mad.
It just hit 60 today.
Yeah, man.
That's high.
I remember when it was 12 and dropping.
Yeah. And we're like,
Right after the network, I think. And I was like, man, I want to buy in. And I just don't understand stock, like as far as buying in. And
all in.
Yeah.
Let's see. What other little bits of funky news? Oh, shoot. I had a bunch of weird stuff this week. With the success of that Fox thing, and they, hey, we want to put a lot of money in this, and we believe a lot of money is there to be made. Apparently, some of the other networks are floating some crazy ideas of, and this could be speculation or talk, potential evergreen for next week, maybe. We'll discuss after the show. Would you watch WrestleMania if it was on a major network? Live air TV? Because
I'm watching it no matter where it is, but
fair enough.
Yeah.
But yes, these networks are taking notice, man, of like, hey, this is a big moneymaker.
yeah.
NFL ain't quite the moneymaker it used to be. You know, the live sports aren't quite where they were. What big live events can we have? I don't know. Let's do a musical. All right. Hey, they do okay. Live TV, there's something to it, man. It's something that they can still offer that you can't with most of the streaming services. It's catching up, though.
Yeah.
But some of the networks might be making overtures for, hey, we'd love WrestleMania. What would that mean for the network if they let their biggest crown jewel go somewhere else? Would you be able to watch it live on the network? Would they supplement those commercial breaks? There's so many weird possibilities. Would it gut the network? Would it disable that? Again, these are things we could talk about. But do we even want to discuss that other one, the news that came out? Someone has a song out.
Oh, I was figuring we could probably do that as the way out.
Okay.
Are we there? You got nothing else?
Oh, shit. I'll find something. I'm sorry.
No.
No, it felt, those were the big things. It's like, would you watch WrestleMania if it was on air TV? What would that mean for everybody, for the network, for the WWE network? And would we still have to watch Camp WWE afterwards, even though we don't want to, but it's on?
We don't have to.
But we do, though.
But we do. Watch it.
At least one episode. Holy shit! They're telling us to go. I would have loved Tony Schiavone one week. Oh, shit! That would have been great. Keenan's like, I guess we're cursing now. Fuck it. Telling us we gotta go. Hey.
Did you watch it? Have you seen the video?
I did.
I think it's funny watching a lot of white people like trying to criticize the song, like saying, "Oh, it was trash." You probably don't like rap music anyway.
Yeah, and it's more stylized too.
Yeah, I'm not in love with it, but you know, it is what it is.
Enzo Amore was fired
Real
by
one.
the WWE after allegations of rape and or sexual assault. Again, the firing wasn't necessarily because of he did these things, because nothing was founded, and apparently charges haven't been brought. But there was some it didn't look good, and he didn't quite quickly enough bring it to the company and be like, hey, guys, I got a problem.
Yeah.
This could be a problem. Let's get out ahead of it. And as a result, they were like, get the hell out of here. You
Yep.
got to tell us when stuff goes that bad.
Right.
So we can decide if we're going to be on your side or help you get clear of it if it's something awful, or if it's bad, you got to go your own way.
Yeah.
Please respect us enough to do that. And so they had to go their own ways. So it's been what, about 2 months?
Yeah, it was end of January. Well, no, shoot. At this point, 4 months.
Okay.
'Cause end of January was the Raw 25.
But then it was about 2 months after that then it's like, oh, it doesn't look like any charges are gonna come, and then here it is, not that much longer after that.
Because it was our. They're telling us we have to go a couple weeks ago. That they were like, oh, so no charges are gonna come.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, like it's been 2-3 weeks since that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Came out with a song called
Let's
Phoenix.
make a goddamn rap video. Oh, geez, dude, come on, man.
Well, he took a run at internet fans first.
I know, right? It felt personally attacked because I got a belly.
Well, I don't know. I
Cheetos.
liked it.
The Cheetos dust and the Oreos. Mom, I gotta do my job. It's the anniversary of wrestling.
Yes.
It's like, okay. Felt a little personally attacked. I was like, oh man, come on.
Well, I don't feel like we did.
I feel like he called me a sloppy jalopy, and I don't like it,
I
sir.
feel like we did that. Other than we kind of were like, well, I'm not surprised. I think was what were our exact words.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I think was our words on this program. And then when it came out that no charges were going to be happening, I made a point to say that doesn't mean he didn't do it. It just means they can't prove that he did.
And it still means he handled it very poorly.
Yeah.
So let's continue down that road.
Yeah.
Maybe we write a song, have a video made.
The last verse was a lot about Me Too. And so, I mean, at least he used his voice to say how he basically was like, how dare you say that? I'm all about the Me Too movement. And, let's help women who like this is actually happening too.
Yeah.
I might as well spin some positive out of it.
Okay. Still though, don't write a rap song. Maybe
He
I'm
called
just
it
saying,
Phoenix, which is where it happened.
give it another few months, maybe. Lay low for a minute. Let people go, oh yeah, that guy. But nah, man. All right.
Did you think I
Is
was?
this-
I think it starts with. It's been 2 months. Did you think I was going to stay quiet?
No.
No, it's him.
But I mean,
No.
I hope somebody in his camp at least said, today? You want to do it today? You want to leave it out today? Sure. All right. I hope there was at least that level of.
Phoenix
Okay.
is what it's titled.
Okay.
Because that's where it happened.
Well, he's also, rising from the.
Yes.
Who knows, man? I'm interested to see what comes of it because you saw like Rich Swann just got signed up or picked
Yeah.
up. But I mean, that's a very different situation, though. I mean, he had a domestic issue with his wife, and she dropped charges and came out very much in support of him. And okay, interesting. This is I don't want to touch it. Like I'm scared to talk about it.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't alienate somebody. It's like this is nothing but bad feelings. But there'll be somebody that touches that.
Hell.
You know, they're telling us we gotta go.
Yeah.
He's got a rap video out. Go check it out. See if you like it. Something about the lyric "consensual penis." I don't-
Yes.
just doesn't sit right. No, it twists and goes to right. I don't want none.
You don't?
No,
Consensual penis.
I don't.
Consensual penis.
It's not. Believe me, it's not consensual. Hey everybody, we're hashtag Wrestlepals. If you dig us, dig what we're doing, interact with us. Show up on the chat and give me a side eye. It's, one way to get my attention. Sure. Interact with us. Twitter seems to be the most active place we are for a little while
Except
here.
for Nathan.
I tweeted once today.
Yeah.
Amazed, right? Jesus Christ.
He's going to get run over.
At Twitter at Wrestlepals VA. That's also the Facebook page. Always there to be had. If you want to listen to us, we've got iTunes seems to be this place. If you want to listen, if you want to watch YouTube, spell it out hashtag Wrestlepals. You get a whole back catalog. See
Fat catalog.
the fat catalog. I've stagnated for stagnate. Not a good word. Maybe don't.
Is that your porn name?
No. It's not.
I've been working the Stag films.
Chef Boyardee. That's also my point there.
Oh, so is Stagnate gonna be
Shut
his
up.
name is?
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm Stagnate.
All right, this is enough.
I'm horny.
Antlery. If you want to get in touch with really? That one got you? You're more excited about it's not so blue anymore. You need another Jolly Rancher. You want to get in touch with him, ask him about his blue tongue, make him take pictures for you.
I'm not taking a picture.
You're not taking pictures anymore?
If I
No
took
more
a-
squad?
Actually, no. It's been 30 days. Well, it's been almost
30 days in the
so,
hole
yeah.
of social media. You want to get in touch with him on Twitter, @TheHulkster. He's responsive. He pays attention. He's good like that. Or if you put #Wrestlepals on literally anything, we'll find it. He's good like that. You're able to reach him. Now, if you want a little bit more frustration in your life, if you want to get shut down, if you want to reach out with your hand
Put your hand in mine, baby.
and get it smacked the hell down, at the Nate Project. That's me. I'll see it. It'll make me feel weird and make me feel uncomfortable,
There we
but
go.
I will see it. Sits in silence for 3, 2.
Commitment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for Christ's sake. Guys are jerks. Hey, don't tweet at the Nate Project. 5 pop up immediately. Jerks. It's not even that many people. It's fine. We gotta get it out of here.
We do.
I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Justin.
Sorry.
Hey,
Ah.
I forgot how I closed the show. Hold on. I remembered.
Yeah.
Goddamn #Wrestlepals.
I lost my keys and my little doggy's bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.